Happy Sunday, guys. So, I'm Clayton Allen. I'm the host of the Day Trading Plumber and founder here at AllenFx. If you're new to this channel, this is Sunday Setups, where I go through all of the currency pairs that we trade here at AllenFx. And we plot supply and demand zones or support and resistance zones on the daily chart. Now, what we're looking for on those charts is just an area where we have a high probability that price will get to and return back. So you'll see in these videos kind of what I'm talking about. But if you got any questions or comments, throw them in this comment section below. Check out the links I got in the show notes. And as always, let's go have a great week. All right, let's jump on the charts. Let's not waste any more time. All right, those of you that have watched this quite a bit know that I use TradingView charts. And those of you that are new to the channel, I use TradingView.com to do all my charting. It's free. Go check it out. Blah blah blah. All right, so let's go from top down here. So, unless you've living under a rock, the markets are crazy right now. There's some craziness going on. People are locked in their houses. And, I mean, just look at this move here. You can see it was this high and that low all on Thursday. Crazy, right? And then this day pretty much did the same thing. So, we're going to have some really funny looking charts this week. I know it. So, with how bearish of a move this is, I think our bullish zone should be kind of where that day ended. So we're kind of right there now, guys. But we're getting such big swings. I like this thing bearish if we come back up and touch S2. So Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, I like it in between these two levels, but man, it's going between those two levels hard and fast. All right, Australian dollar, Swiss franc, kind of the same thing here, right? Like it there. I'm actually would be bearish if we get a pullback up to that S2. Or it looks like we have a pretty good pullback going on right now. Yeah, it came back up, hit the 382. So we might get an extension of, I'm not going to be bullish unless we're at the very tip of that wick. And, if we get a pull all the way back up to this S2, I'm definitely going to be taking a bearish trade here. That would kind of help this situation out. Come back up, hits this nice level, and then we get a nice continuation. All right, Australian dollar, Japanese yen. Yeah, like I said, all these Australian dollar pairs kind of look the same. So we're going to just kind of rush through them real quick. If we get a pull back up to that level, I would like to be bearish. Australian dollar, US dollar. Holy moly. Kind of like that area. We're way up here. Let's put it right there. I'm just going to delete this. Just going to delete that alert because we were way up there. All right, so prior to this craziness, looks like we were looking for a pullback. It looks like it's well on its way now. Price did come all the way down to that finger candlestick wick and started coming back. We might just get stuck in this range right here, guys. I don't see a lot of strength in the Canadian dollar happening anytime soon due to the oil crisis. All right, Canadian dollar, JPY. So we were looking for a pull all the way up here, take a sell trade, and it never happened. See how it's just going in this range? So let's get rid of that trade. But I like where we have our bearish bullish zones still. So if we get a pull all the way up here, we're going to take that sell trade. Or if we get all the way down here, if we get a push all the way down here, we'll take a buy. Make this orange. Swiss franc JPY, it looks like it's following this channel pretty well. So we'll trade off these two support and resistance, but right here, I'm looking for a pull all the way up to R2. I would definitely get bearish. And then if we get another push all the way down to this bullish area, this former S2 here, or, you know, we could probably bounce in between these channels, but that's a little riskier. All right, Euro AUD. So you can see this trade I took last week, got a little profit out of it. However, I want to be clear with you guys. I am market flat right now. I decided to get out of all my swing trades. I took a little bit of a hit, and, you know, with this unprecedented times, I am going to switch my strategies up a little bit. And if I do put some trades on, they're going to be intraday, quick moves, where normally I am a swing trader and I carry quite a bit of inventory. I'm not feeling that right now with this amazing amount of volatility. So right here is an obvious spot for our bearish. And then I would get bullish if we get a pull. If price comes all the way back down to this R2, I would consider going long this pair. All right, Euro Swiss franc, lots of divergence. I think if we get a price back up to this pivot, I would get bearish. And let's bring our bullish zone a little bit further down. I think we might get this move. Maybe not as high. Maybe test these highs, and then we will get a continuation. Ooh. You guys see that? If it comes all the way up to that pivot, I really like a sell from that point. Okay, Euro, British Pound. All right. So you can see I put a trade on this pair because we were predicting a turnaround and had to go through quite a bit of drawdown. You know, what I missed is we were predicting this little spot, and we got a little bit of a price wiggle there, disruption, but, you know, it came all the way up to this level. And luckily, you know, we got out of this trade with profit because this went against us, then it came back. See right here, then we closed it. So now I like this area as bearish. However, let's just do our Fibonacci retracement lines here. Okay, so big push to the upside. Price came down, basically hit the 382, and then started pulling itself back up. So when we hit the 382 or the 236, I look for a double bottom scenario. If it would have stretched all the way down in the 0.5 or the 618, I would look for a bigger continuation, but we might see some consolidation double top in this area. So that's why I have our good old bearish plotted here. So if we do get up in here, we'll start looking at smaller time frames for a confirmation of a trade. All right, EURGBP. I like where we have this. I think I like the last week's pivot. So if we get pull up to here, I'll look. It looks like we're in a downward trend. Big deep candles. Look at that, man. We are in some weird times, my friends. Okay, so I like our bearish up there. I like our bullish. I like bullish better on this, obviously, because you can see we're in it's moving up. So if we get a retracement back down to here where we have our alert, we'll take a buy trade. I don't know why these are red. I'm not going to have any red ones this week, only because, like I said, if I trade, it's going to be quick intraday moves, very low risk, position sizes, and just try to keep the needle moving forward. All right, so Euro US dollar. Man, this is quite a move. So what's happening is lots of people are gobbling up US dollars because of this crisis. What's really crazy to me is all the funds that just came out of nowhere. $1.7 trillion just getting injected into. That should devalue the dollar. So fundamentally, we're not following. So there might be we might get a good upside, at least back up to this pivot this week. So I'm bullish for the time being. Technically, I'm bullish on Euro US dollar. We got this move, but it's just crazy times right now. But all this injection of stimulus funds should devalue the US dollar eventually. Just have to wait for it. Okay, EURCAD. Yeah, I like bullish right here. It hit the 318, so we might just trade in this range on this pair. But I like where we have our bullish and bearish zones here. British pound AUD. Okay, price is sitting right around R2. I think we can move this down to right here so we could kind of zero in on this range. But you could see what a small range, and then look at these impulses. So this pair is really tough. Lots of big swings. British pound, Canadian dollar. Okay. We broke this. We've tested it. So I almost want to come there. And that's what I like. So hopefully you guys can see that. We broke this support pretty strong. And then we came back. We've retested this area. So now that's given price permission to now come all the way back down to these support levels. So careful, or be looking for that this week. British pound, Swiss franc. So this one here was a strong support. We broke it. We've retested it. So this could it's going to give price permission to go wherever it wants. Let's go to a bigger monthly time frame. All right. So we are in super weird territory with this. But yeah, that's what I like. I like the retest here. So we might get from right here, it's pretty good play back down to this level. If we do the Fibonacci, we can see what this retracement almost to the 318. So yeah, we're looking for a double bottom scenario here. So you could trade back down to that double bottom or wait for that buy trade at the double bottom. which isn't a bad call if we get some good fundamental news out on the British pound. But I mean, it's anything can go right now in the markets. All right, British pound, JPY, kind of the same thing. Let's get rid of that. It's kind of the same thing here. I like bearish up to S2. Probably have done a decent retracement already, and so we're probably going to continue to the downside. Yeah, it perfectly hit the 318 and started pulling back. So we might get a retest of this 318 or possibly back up. One of the rules I always go with is if price passes, if it gets past the 382, it's a high probability it's going to go to the 0.5 and 618. So just give you guys a quick tip on how I use the Fibonacci retracement. British pound, NZD. Yeah, I mean, look at these sporadic moves. So I like this as a resistance level where we have it. I like it even better if we get a pull all the way down to this level. We can go bullish on this pair. But right now there's no trade. British pound, US dollar. So we picked this area right here. You can see last week as an area of support, and we were going to trade. And look, so bad trade. But now we've identified a new area of support. But look at that deep, hard drop. Okay, so I think we still got upside to one of these levels. So I think we get that. I'm selling from there. Oh. All right, let's move Mr. Sell. There we go. You guys see that? So, bearish move. Looking for the retracement. Looking to see where the retracement comes, hits one of these levels. That's when we're going to look at a smaller time frame and look to continue this downside trend with it. NZDCAD. Well, I don't think I'd be bullish to that candle wick. I'd be bearish again right here. We've already gotten the retest. But if we get price pulled back up here, that will be where I sell from. There you go. NZD Swiss franc. I like where we're at here. NZDJPY. I like these two levels to take a look at. NZD USD. You can see another bad trade off this support. We're going to go over here. And I like bearish probably right here. Let's just see what we have as far as this Fibonacci. Yep. If we get a pullback right into this area, I think that's where I'm going to want to look bearish for a sell trade, guys. All right. Oh, snap. Man, this pair is just Canadian dollar just losing its shirt. Yeah, I mean, when I see this, I'm just waiting for this drop, and you can see we had a pretty good drop, but if we throw our Fibonacci on, I mean, as a counter trend trader, I see short all day long. We haven't come down to this area, so, oh no, grabbed the wrong thing. I think if we get pulled to there, I would go buy trade. But I think right now, I would sell from here if price gets up there again, but I think price is going to fight its way down here, and then we might get a continuation. All depends on this fundamental crap that we're in. All right, so this one shot up, hit R2, starting to show some bearish activity, which is great. I think this one should be red, and you should sell from here at least back to that pivot or that S2. I'm going to leave that one red. USJPY. All right. We pulled the trigger a little too early on a sell trade, but I like this pair at 112, a sell at 112. And then, you know, if we get, I think I'd be a buyer right here if I see that price is going to respect this support. Just for fun, let's look at the U.S. Mexican peso. Oh, geez. So the spreads on this puppy are huge now. Look at that move, guys. I mean, man, if you were just thrown in a sell trade here and just held that puppy. Whew. All right, so again, thank you for stopping by, and if you got any questions or comments, throw them in the comments section below. And tell your friends about this. You know, I'm just a normal guy who looks at the markets the way I do. And, yeah, I love helping other people. So don't forget to hit like and follow, share, whatever. But I'll see you next Sunday. Have a great week and stay safe, my friends.